How to create a sliced image effect in Affinity Photo, PC or Mac. Open an image in Affinity Photo. Once you've done that, what you need to do is go over here to the layers and simply unlock it. Then go to Edit and Copy, and then just delete it. Then go over here, and I'm just going to use the rectangle tool. You could use any of the tools and just create a thin sliver, something like that. You could create it any size, but instead of releasing at this point, go to the right arrow key on the keyboard and just press, and you can create multiple slithers of this rectangle all the way across. If you want, you can also add some gaps in as well, just by holding it down. Okay, and release. So you've now got all these rectangles all across. You can see it says rectangle there. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to add that image into one of them. Simply go to Edit and Paste Inside. That rectangle selected, Paste Inside will now paste that part of the image into that sliver right on the left side. It's the full image. You can see the full image there all the way around. But what you can then do is you can use a macro. Now you could of course manually do this, perfectly reasonable. But let's go over here to macro. And the key thing is you've got this background here. You're on that. Don't move from there. So start the macro recording, and you can find this in the window menu or in the view menu in Studio if you're using version 1. So start recording and then just go to the rectangle and it will come up here, select parent layer, select. Then go to the rectangle just above. So click that and then select layer 1, select that one there, and you can see it's recorded in the macro. And then you can go to Edit and again paste inside. And you've got that paste inside. And now you can stop the recording. So just stop that. Don't move it. Make certain you still stay in the same position. But now what you can do is you can just play. Now, of course, you could do this manually. But you could just, and you don't have to fill the entire lot. You maybe skip 1 or 2. Perfectly reasonable. But now what you've got is the same image, but it's all been sliced. And just go to the last one. I think that's it. Yes. So they're all now filled. Well, what you can now do is you can go to the central ones, and I'm just going to use the Move tool, and I can select the central one. Any of them, of course, could be selected. And you can see over here in the layers, you've got it selected. And then you go to the background, make certain you select the background, and then you can resize it or move it. Just shift it. So just reposition it so you can create that slight movement in that image. You can go to the next one and you can do exactly the same. So go to the rectangle and select the background. Always, if you select the rectangle, go to the background afterwards and then move that. Now you'll see you will get this gap. So what you've got is you've got this background. So if you want, you can always go to this one again, go to the background and then just resize it so you just don't get that gap. And you can, of course, shift it, resize it, and you can do the same with the other one. So that one, again, make certain you've got that rectangle selected there, and then background, and then resize that. And you can see, then you don't get that little bit of white gap at the bottom or top. And you can do this with all of them. And you can also select this one. And again, you can see there, go to the background, and again, you can rotate. So let's just resize it, make it a bit bigger. And this time I'm just going to rotate. You can select multiple objects. So make certain you've got the background there, background, hold down the Control Command key. So you can select them all. And with that and the Move tool, you should be able to shift them. Now, sometimes it doesn't work. I'm not saying it works every time, but you could. Sometimes you find it just doesn't move at all. But there you can see now you're moving multiple ones. And if you don't want that white, you obviously like there, you can see there, just maybe slightly shift it to the left or right. And you can see you can build them up in all kinds of ways. Another option, of course, is also, again, go and select the background there, This one, again, Control or Command. And with those selected, you can go and apply filters. And this is one great feature of Affinity Photo. You can apply filters to all the selected layers. So filter, blur, and Gaussian blur. And now the Gaussian blur is applied to all those layers. So you can see all the blurred, and click apply. And again, you can still, if you wish, move them. So they're still selected, so just move them, and you can see then you can move that there and resize. And there you can create some really truly weird sliced image effects in Affinity Photo. If you've got any questions, please let me know in the comments below. A like or dislike, always appreciated. Thank you much.